Hello. I've been so anxious about coming on here and speaking, which is really ridiculous. But I think I've got to a certain part of my awakening, and I've been putting myself out there. I've been sharing my journey through my awakening, the ups and downs, and I will continue to do that because I really feel very passionately that that is a big part of my soul purpose here. And one thing that I know that I'm here to help others through their awakening. So I will continue to do that. But I've kept feeling like, and there was different ways I felt like I needed to share. I was holding back, and I kept thinking, I'm not holding back anything, I'm sharing everything. And then it came to me really clearly the other day. I think it was through a transmission through Courtney that she shared. And I have not only meant to share my awakening journey, I know that and it's the easiest thing for me to do. And it's just such a deep knowing throughout my life before my awakening, knowing that everything that I have experienced in my life, there has got to be a reason for it. And just that deep knowing that through that I was meant to help others in a way. How? I don't know at the time, but I know so deeply that I have been holding back, and it's because I know I have to share my life leading up to my awakening, because not all the, but the big life-changing, big cycles that have impacted my life, I know that I'm meant to share that with all of you. And my human is screaming at me because it's the darkest part of me. It's the part that is where my demons were, where I was spent my whole life up until probably beginning of this year so full of shame and regret and guilt, all those amazing energies. I've lived my whole life with them up until recently, and I know that me sharing each, not absolutely, you don't need to know the ins and outs, but the big cycles, the ones that had me in them so deep, it took everything in me to get out of them. And I know I have to share them with you. And my human's telling me that I shouldn't, I'm going to lose followers, ridiculous things, that I'm going to be judged. Well, I will be judged either way. Judgment is one of the lower vibrational energies that humans have. And I've done so much work on my nervous system thanks to people that have been coming into my life, and I've been brought by Source Divine, God. I know I have got to this point in my journey that I have got to share and use my voice in a way that I haven't done so far. And that's me being the most authentic version of me and speaking my truth. Even though inside it's screaming, my human's screaming, don't do it. It will change everything. I know it's meant to, because it's not only people that are on their awakening journey that this could help. This is everyone, because we all have demons, we all have things that we've experiencing now or gone through and had shame for and just not been able to fully let go of. And I know that I am living proof that you can go through the darkest of times, but I promise you, you can get out of them. Your soul would not have chosen those experiences that you are going through or have been through if it didn't believe that you could overcome them. And that's the biggest, most powerful thing for me. And I will be sharing them with you. And it's possibly, whether or not they're all going to be, I will link my YouTube channel, because it depends how long they go. But I will be posting the full length videos on my YouTube. But I will share as much as I can on other social media platforms. But I think it was really yesterday something came, and it was like, we all have light and dark in us. And I know for a fact that when I was younger, I had a choice of two paths. And the path I chose was pretty dark. But if it wasn't for that darkness, and if it wasn't for all those demons that I had to pretty much slay and overcome and free myself from, I wouldn't be who I am today. And there's lots of people that want to stay in the darkness, and that's their souls, that's the lesson that they're here to have on this human experience at this time. But I know that I had to go through all the darkness and overcome the demons and the things that I had within me, so that I can be the light that I am today. And it's not that that darkness ever goes away. It's just I've learned to co-create my light and the dark together. And whereas I have led my whole life allowing the darkness to lead, consume and control my life, I have now done so much inner shadow work and so much healing within myself, and forgiving myself, forgiving others for every experience I've had. I've allowed myself to now be leading by my light, but allowing my darkness to coexist alongside me with gratitude and acknowledging it's still there, but not allowing it to consume me and control me and lead the way it has done up until now. And we all have that in us, and that's never going to go away. Like, the darkness is there, and that's part of me. And I've got to this stage where if it wasn't for my darkness and my demons, I wouldn't be who I am now. I wouldn't be able to be sitting here and expressing all that I express with all of you. Because before, I would never have been able to, I wouldn't have had the courage. And it's becoming to that point where I've had so much shame and guilt, and I've thought I've been the weakest person. I think yesterday I had so much come to me, and it was an emotional day, but in a way that I was really realizing how and what I've overcome in my life, and where I held myself with such hatred, and just I thought how weak I was and pathetic of a person I was, to have not been able to not be the person to go through all those experiences and having to. It's actually looking and being on the outside and looking and thinking, my God, I overcame them. Yes, I was lost in them for a long time, but I overcame those huge, big life events. And I did. And I am who I am today. And when I go back and reliving the different past versions of me, it's really hard, because I don't resonate with any of them anymore. They're not me, and they're not. They're past versions. It's done. And I know that I continue. You go through the cycles, and then you close cycles out and a new cycle begins. And I know that's what's happening to me now. And it's learning to have gratitude and love for those past versions, because they are the ones that got to where you are now. And it's really dark, and it's sad, and it's lonely at the time to overcome your demons and those experiences, but that's all part of the human experience. Your soul chose them. your soul chose to come here, reincarnate, and have this human experience. And since my awakening, it's just, I'm so grateful to be here, even though it's been a battle. I feel like it's just been one battle after the other, but I overcame them, and I am who I am today, and I am goddamn proud of that. I'm proud of me, and I'm sharing it with others because I know that you can too. Your soul wouldn't have chosen it if they didn't think that you could overcome it. And it's having that faith in yourself. And I have spent my whole life seeking validation and feeling and never feeling enough within myself, that I constantly had to get reassurance and acceptance outside of myself, when I've learned so clearly that you have to choose yourself. You have to pour into yourself. You have to learn to love yourself for you to be able to fully move on and accept everything and all the experiences. And I think I spent so long as if and identifying like that is my identity, that all those past versions of me, the good, the bad, the ugly, is my identity. That's who makes me me. And it's not true. What makes you you is your soul, is your heart. They are the things that got you to where you are now. They are the experiences your soul chose for the lessons that you wanted to have here on this human experience. Whatever that is, everyone's is different. But I know I had to slay those motherfucking demons that I've had inside me for so freaking long. And I know that I'm still in one area of my life I am still working on, but I'm getting there slowly. But the other ones I have. And I'm really proud of myself, and I know that you can do it too. It's not easy, but life isn't meant to be easy. Earth is a school. We're here to learn. Our souls are here, chose to come here to learn the lessons that we wanted to learn. For our souls to be able to evolve and ascend higher. And it's just keep that with you. Keep knowing that everything that what you are going through at this time, you can succeed and you can overcome, because your soul wouldn't have chosen it for you if it didn't think you could. So I'm going to leave you with that one. But yeah, my videos are going to be changing. They're going to be not changing. I'm still going to be sharing my journey, but I will be sharing the dark side of me and the part of me that I've carried a lot of shame and guilt for. Yeah, I hope you're all having a really nice Sunday, and I'll see you soon.